Start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today it is a Friday, which means a weekend where most people are having their weekend break. But here I am lucky to have four engineers who are interested to upgrade their information, and they are studying a course which is called ACI Special Concrete Construction Inspector. So we have Engineer Farouk, who is a site engineer, and Engineer Rami, he is a quality control manager, and we have Engineer Muhammad, who is a quality control engineer, and Engineer Amir, who is a design civil engineer. And they are here to sit for an ACI certification exam, which means they have to answer about 100 questions out of this in an open book exam using this manual that's in front of them. And they are also going to answer 20 questions from, you can take this one, from this manual, which is drawing reading. Yeah, open it, it's okay. So they have drawings, there's drawings here. They have drawings that they have to understand, okay, and answer questions on drawings. So let's see the drawing here from your side. So this is a drawing reading exam, which is 20 questions. And they are covering a lot of subjects. One of the subjects that they've been doing in the last few hours was Guide to Concrete Floors and Slab Construction. So ACI has a lot of small division sections. So for example, when we say Guides to Concrete Floor and Slab Construction, we are also talking about a specific ACI publication. It's called ACI 302 1R-15. So what does it mean? This means that there is a committee in ACI which is called ACI Committee 302. And the ACI Committee 302 is composed of a number of professors and professionals that are looking at the subject of flooring and slab construction. And they will update that publication whenever they think it needs publication updating. So the section we're looking for here was 15, which means it was updated 2015. If there is a version that comes out of ACI, which is in the year 19 or 20, this document will be removed and the other document will be placed here. So in the Word, what we have is we have a couple, maybe 50 different, 70 different committees, which are they are called ACI Committee. Even they will say, I'm ACI Committee 302, the same number. And every committee is concentrating on a specific subject. So this manual, for example, will have at least 10 or 15 different publications from different committees. And there are now a lot of new committees coming up for self-compacting concrete, for pumping concrete, for a lot of committees come. Usually some of the publications are developed without being published for a couple of years, 5, 6, sometimes 10 years before it is actually open to the community and becomes a requirement. So most of the people who are working in the construction industry and have a specific information on a subject can join one of those committees. And if you join any of the ACI committees, which is not, by the way, extremely difficult, if you have an experience in one direction, you can tell them, I would like to join, and they will be sending you the drafts of that report. And then you give your suggestion from your experience on that subject. So we need what you are learning. Now I'm happy today that you've started looking at different subjects, and I would like to invite you guys to know a little bit more about the ACI publications and understand that they are not publications coming out of a publishing company. It's not like a book. It is publications coming out of collaboration between engineers. And since you are experienced engineers, it can be between you and the ACI. So this is how the ACI operates. The ACI operates as a community of experts, each person putting his information. Because you guys maybe are afraid to contribute, you can always find somebody who can pass the message to the ACI committee. So if you ever see any publication which has a number like this, ACI 302, and you think there's an error in it, I don't mind if you send it to me. I will automatically send it to the chairman of the committee and tell him there is an error here. I attended some of those committee meetings in America, and it was shocking. We were discussing whether we change the word from off to da, from if to sometimes one word we were discussing for half an hour. Because as I said, ACI is supposed to be a legal document, and we don't want the engineers or the people who are in the legal department to understand it differently. So we are very careful when we say more than or less than and equal or something like that. We're very careful with that, and at the same time we specify the limits of our sentence in any subject. So ACI is something that you should look at as beneficial to you, and you are beneficial to it. And I would love if experts like you will help me pass on this information to other engineers. I mean, I know we discussed this before, that some of you are interested to help. And yes, that is the way ACI works, is that we try to pass information as much as we can. Actually, the ACI logo is progress through knowledge. And that is exactly what we're trying to do. So I wish you guys success in your exam tomorrow of the Special Concrete Construction Inspector. And I also hope some of you will continue to excel in the other ACI certifications. And thank you very much for attending and listening. Thank you.